Okay, so here I've got this little spreadsheet, and these guys over here say things about this spreadsheet over here. Check it out. So right now, Bob the bartender makes the most money. It says, Bob makes the most money. Bartenders sure have it made. So what if Joe the janitor starts making more money? Well, in that case, this spreadsheet is going to change its opinion. It's going to say, hey, Joe makes the most money. Janitors sure have it made. But then if clerks start making more money, Carrie makes the most money. Clerks sure have it made. So this spreadsheet somehow is figuring out who makes the most money and make a statement about their chosen career. So how does it do it? Well, check this out. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff. All right, so I'm going to break this down piece by piece so it doesn't look so crazy. It's going to look easy to you at the end of these next 4 minutes. Are you ready? Here we go. Break this down into 3 parts. There's index, match, and max. Max figures out what the largest value in a range is. Match figures out what the index of a particular value is. An index figures out what value is at an index within a range. So, let's look at each of these individually. Here, we've got max on a single range. This one's easy. So, here's the formula. All it says is equals max B2 through B9. So, the one parameter is the range of values you want to look at. B2 through B9. So, if we say equals max B2 through B9, we're going to get the largest value between B2 and B9. Right now, that is 1094. But if we add some numbers here, it's going to be 10188. Or reduce some stuff over here. Wow. That's simple, isn't it? Alright, so that's how max works. Over here, we have an example of match. Now, here, we want to be able to take one of these animal types and figure out whether it's first, second, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth, or seventh on the list. We do this by saying, okay, we're going to match rat to an index in the range C2 through C8. 0 here just means that we want it to be an exact match. 0 is a sort of code for asking for an exact match. So again, match, you take what you're looking for and where you want to look for it. And it's going to give you the placement of the value that you're looking for within that range. So, right now it's rat, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it gives a 7th thing on the list. But if I put in dog, it's the first thing on the list. Well, it's giving me first thing on the list, but you get the idea. Fox, 3rd thing on the list. Please excuse the strange cardinal numbers. Now over here we've got an example of index. Here we have a formula that just says this square is going to be equal to index B3 through B7, so that's this space over here, 5th value there. So index says I want the 5th value in this range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's May. So there it is. If we replace this 5 with a 2, it's Joe. 1, 2. Joe's the 2nd value, so it gives me Joe. Very simple. Now, if we combine all of these, we can do something magical. So, this max here is going to give us the maximum value of these earnings, D3 through D7. Right now that's 58,000. So, this is 58,000. Match is going to figure out what the index of 58,000 is within the range of D3 through D7. The same range that we looked for max in. Now this is important because all this whole thing does is gets us the value, or the index of the greatest value. This whole block that I have highlighted here is just for finding the index of the greatest value. Max is the greatest value. Match gives us the index of the greatest value. If we have the index of the greatest value, we can take that index, shift over to the B row, and say, okay, index, what happens when we take this placement in this row, B3 through B7? If we know the index, that it's 3, then all we have to do is say, what's the third index in this group? Well, it's carry. Gosh, hold on. I keep adding things by accident. There we go. So yeah, there you go. It's carry. And that's how simple it is. And I use the ampersand to add more text. So after any of these formulas, you can add an ampersand, and then in quotations you can add some text. So you can do cute things like saying, carry makes the most money, clerks sure have it made. So that's how you do this neat trick. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, share it on Fastback or whatever you're using. Thank you for whatever.